We're joined by Coach Jamie Morrison, Kyndal Stowers, Logan Lednicky, and Ifenna Cos-Okpalla. Coach, we'll begin with your opening statement. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still speechless. And the number one thing, and I know I've been saying this the entire NCAA tournament, I'm just proud. And we talk a lot about different things within our program. One of the biggest one is responses. And just to come out the way we did in the first set, but be able to turn around and claw our way back, and then to find who we are, and like each one of these people on this I don't know, stage, everybody that's in that locker room. I thought we were uniquely and authentically ourselves after whatever it was, a 10-3 or whatever it was in that set. But and it wasn't the first time we've done it. That's the cool thing. We did it against Nebraska. We were down 0-2 against Louisville. We had a really tough path here. And we've talked a lot about dealing with hard, and this group is probably the best I've ever had at that. So for you three, I'm proud of you guys, and I'll share this with them back there. But it's so joyful to see them celebrate in the locker room, the hard work that they put in.
All right, questions for the student athletes? Start right here.
Hey y'all, it's Megan Hall with USA Today. First of all, congratulations to all of you. It's good to see your smiles as well. So.
Thank you.
Of course. Kyndal, this question is for you. We talked about earlier this week, what would it mean for not only you to win a championship, but Texas A&M to win a championship as well, and now that's come true. So what was going through your mind? I see you're kind of having a moment here realizing it, but yeah, what's going through your mind right now?
Literally that. I mean, it's just like so beyond joyful, and I think that's our whole team, and that's what our whole team has been all year. Also, I feel like the first day we set foot in the gym during fall camp, our team was goofing off at 6 a.m. in the training room, making up some crazy scenarios, having a good time. Like that's just that's crazy. That just came back to me because that's just who our team has been through thick and thin, through the highs and lows, and like obviously now on the highest mountaintop, like that's very much so coming through, and that's really all I have, and I feel like that's all everybody has.
That's what she's referring to.
I forgot about that.
Inks?
Anyways, yeah, we'll keep
No,
going.
she asked.
Oh, wait, what?
It's so okay.
It's just
It's Aggie volley.
Aggie volley.
This is
Aggie volleyball.
Yeah, it's Aggie volley is like the hand sign, but like if you look it up on Instagram,
have
Tatum
an
actually made an Instagram, and it's Tau Alpha Mu because it spells out TAMU, Texas A&M University.
So if everyone wants to go follow,
Yeah.
Rush 80.
We actually haven't posted anything on there in like 4 months,
Yeah.
but that got us through fall camp. So
I have no idea.
So funny.
that's hilarious.
So Ian Curtis with the battalion. Logan, you've grown up around this program. You've been with this program. With that in mind, what does taking this program to this height mean to you?
I honestly don't know if there's a word for it. I was pretty emotional all day today just knowing that no matter the outcome of this game, it'd be my last getting to represent A&M on my chest. And so being able to do this with these girls and like and end with, so, I mean, what? Like, what? No more tears, okay. And like this, like, I just can't even believe it. It means the world to me. And, you know, I'm so happy I get to carry this with me through the rest of my life and remember all the memories with these girls.
Kyndal, Greg Eklund, this is for NPR. Can you summarize the journey that you've had over the last year where you didn't even know where you were with the sport and now, like you said, so beyond joyful?
How does one even summarize that? Yeah, I mean, a year ago, I mean, I feel like I've said this sentence so much in the past week, but a year ago today, I sat on my couch and watched, some good friends of mine actually win this game. And now to be living that is genuinely surreal. And it was a journey, like you said, it was a journey to get here. Good days, bad days. It took this guy sitting next to me believing in me after not playing volleyball for over a year and a half to take me on his roster and coach me every single day, again, after not playing volleyball for a year and a half. And then all of these girls trusting me to come in and take that role on from the first day. And just the leadership that they have had through every single day. I mean, I had bad days for sure. I hadn't been a college athlete in a long time, and so season gets long, and I hadn't been through that. And so they were with me every single day, regardless of the highs and lows. And genuinely, I feel like the joy that I'm feeling in this moment genuinely is just a testament to everybody around me.
Lee Feinswag from 900 Square Feet. Because Ifenna, it's you. It's you I want to ask. So on the last play, you had to show a lot of patience, right? Because you were just like standing there waiting, and then finally you had the opportunity. Can you take me through the way they made that big save on the other side? The ball finally came back, and then from there.
Yeah, so honestly, I thought Logan had it. I thought that was going to be it. But of course, Kentucky's a great team. Of course, like in such a tight scenario, of course, I would expect them to go all out. But just seeing the free ball coming over, knowing that this was like our chance to capitalize. I mean, we have great defensive players. We knew it would be on the money. And I think all three of us were ready to get the ball no matter who got set. And it just happened to be me. So I just knew like if I got the ball, I wanted to put it away and just celebrate with my team as soon as possible for honestly just the great season that we've had, the grit that we've shown, and just the hard work and perseverance that this group has specifically put in to be where we are now.
Right. Hi, over here, Charlotte Gibson, ESPN. The phrase all tournament long, especially the last couple of days, has been, why not us? The fans were cheering it at one point, I think a couple points throughout the game, but now it's, why not us has turned into it's us. How does that feel for all three of you? And
good.
you know, what does that feel like?
Literally.
Where did it come from?
Okay, I have to give a shout out because they're gonna be upset if I don't. So my boyfriend and Ava's boyfriend, it was going down 0-2 in the Louisville match. They went up to the concession stand and were like, okay, like we gotta figure something out. And then they had this like random epitome just yelling back at each other like, why not us? Like, and so we kind of took it and ran with it. And then like we started saying it, Ave and Addie wrote it on their shoe. And yeah, now it's on a t-shirt somehow. So shout out to them. But I mean, it's true. Like, it's just the testament to the hard work this program has put in all year long, staff, players. And that's such a great statement. Like, why not us has turned into it is us. And I think just with that dog, I know, mic drop, no, thanks. With that like dog mentality all season long, all tournament long, like we knew it was gonna be us.
Liam Keating, Topeka, Capital Journal. You guys have played Kentucky twice this year. Can you just tell, difficulties against playing someone like Brooklyn DeLay and the rest of the Wildcats? What's it like playing against them? And yeah.
I mean, they're an amazing volleyball team. Like, arguably one of the best outside duos in the country. So knowing you're not going to get a break there is a little tough. And then they're firing front row, back row. Cassie's an amazing setter. And so we know it's not easy. And like, I think our staff did a great job of putting together a scouting report of what went, not as great the first time around, and ultimately led to our success, today.
Hey, Megan Hall, over here in the blue. Yep. Megan Hall, USA Today. This question's for Ifenna. We talked about, of course, earlier in the week, your defense, and you get these blocks or these kills, and you just walk away like nothing ever happened. Did you smile today after that last one?
Wait, which block or kill or wait?
The very last point.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I just figured like if I got the ball, I'd just put it away. So I knew once I got set, I was like, I'm putting it away like regardless. So yeah, just being able to like really get fired up. I mean, I think I've just kept like a pretty calm, cool, stoic demeanor pretty much for the entire tournament because I wanted to be someone that like my team could lean on like when things got tough. And then finally like we just finally made it to the very end, and we were just fighting for so long, and like we just kept going on runs, and the gap just kept increasing, so I could really just get fired up that we were about to do what we did. So yeah.
PJ Green, Kansas City Star. Great. It was pretty clear in the first set that they prepared for y'all's attack, and especially for your middle. Just what did y'all see in that perspective, and what adjustments did you make? And for Ifenna and obviously everyone, just what can you speak to the fact that the block is just so good that like teams have to prepare for it, and it's carried you this far?
Well, I mean, I obviously want to start with saying that Kentucky's a great team. I mean, they're in our conference, and they're just kind of that team that you see like on the schedule, and it's like, oh, like that's going to be a tough one. And just I think knowing and going back to our loss to them earlier this season, and just it's so ironic that the next time that we would play them would literally be for like a national championship title. Yeah, I think just again, like Logan said earlier, just preparing, getting ready, really paying attention and focusing on the scout. and just executing. I mean, we talk about all the time, like, who we want to be, like, as a team and, like, identity-wise personally, and I think everything just came together tonight. They did go on that really big run that first set, and I think other teams might have backed down at that point or given the set away, but I think honestly, and like we did in the Louisville match, we did in the Nebraska match, so again, that just speaks to like the team's grit and just like our just not willingness to lose, so.
And I think like Maddie Walk, being the amazing setter she is, created that space for us. And Jeff and the plays that they run and the scout and like everything, there's so much more that goes into it than I think that people understand. And so Maddie being able to just flip the ball around everywhere on the court, creating spaces for us, like that's a testament to, Kentucky adjusting and then us adjusting back, because we knew they were going to come out. I mean, they're an amazing team. We knew they were going to adjust mid-match whatever we adjusted, and I think, I don't know, it just obviously ended pretty good, so, yeah.
All right, one more for the student athletes up front here.
It seems like over this entire run, y'all have played with so much joy, not just after winning or when you're winning, but even points and rallies that y'all have lost afterwards, smiling, laughing. How much of an impact did playing with that joy have on this title run?
So much. I even think at the beginning of this first set today, we may have lost a little bit of that. I think we were so headstrong coming. We're like, we're going to win this game. We're going to take this natty home. And the atmosphere was amazing, having all those people there. And, I mean, the 12th man showed up. And I feel like we kind of lost a little bit of that joy at the beginning. And not that makes that big of a difference, but like the second we flipped that switch and found that, hey guys, we're here to have fun. Like Jamie reminded us of that earlier today and yesterday and every day leading up to this game of like, just remember like all of our little versions of ourselves. And imagine how amazing this opportunity is and take in every bit of it and just have a good time, have fun, enjoy it. Like you love this sport, go out there and love it on the court as well. And I feel like that just allows us to also trust each other. Like I think when we're having a good time, we don't, like we're so joyful around each other that we don't ever get at each other. Like we understand and we trust each other. Like, hey, you missed that one? No, we're good. You got the next one. Like, and I think that joy helps that happen because we all are just there to have a good time and love being around each other.
All right, Kyndal, Logan, Ifenna, thanks for your time.
Thank you guys so much.
No, I will.
All right, questions for Coach, starting right here.
I guess you got their attention now, huh?
Yes, I did.
At 18-12, what did you tell the team at that point in the first set?
At which score?
18-12, you were
Is that what it
down.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the first, it was 18-12. We were really down. They had that many points. Wow. Thought it was earlier than that when I called a timeout. I should have called timeout earlier. That's what I'm learning right now. I just said we've been here before, and we've been there twice. And I just brought up the Louisville match, and I talk a lot about, I'm a David Goggins fan, I talk about the cookie jar of like, you got to put all those things away that you've done in the past and make sure that you can pull them back out later on. And we talked about Louisville being down 0-2. We talked about Nebraska. We said, hey, we've been here. And just what they said, I said, hey, we got to go back to, I don't know, enjoying this as we're out there. And I just said it's going to take 1 or 2 points and then start to get firing, and they're going to be there. And as soon as we got within 2, I was like, oh no, like for them, I was like, they should know that better on this team. This team is not going to back down. And I said this during the interview I said earlier, just that's a piece of our identity. That's a piece of, I don't know, we have love and grit written outside of our locker room just because that became a piece of what it was last year. And just we've had it over and over and over again. So as soon as we started to claw back, I knew something special was about to happen.
Hey, Jamie. It's Megan Hall with USA Today. Earlier in the week, you talked about, very matter-of-factly as well, that this program would be here for a long time. And now you've kind of had that good foundation, obviously, with a championship. Where does this, yeah, I know, it's still got to set in, right?
It won't.
Give it like a week.
Yeah.
But is this obviously what you envision, one, and then two, you also talked about being authentically yourselves. Where did that show up today in that match? Like, where do you think that shift happened where it's like, okay, now we're showing up as our full selves?
Yeah, to the first question, just everything we did with people that were here. And we did this, and again, college landscape is changing. We did it without the money that other programs had. And it was really about development, and our administration, and they're here right now in the audience, but I give great gratitude every single day that we're going to be a program that can financially compete with anybody as well now. But you add that to the fact that we can develop talent, that we can develop relationships. Like one of my, favorite things about this weekend is we had 3 people transfer last year, and it was simply because they weren't going to play, and we helped them find new homes, and all 3 of them showed up here to support us. And that doesn't happen in a lot of places. So we can combine the fact that we care about the people that are a part of our program. We can develop the people that are in our program, and our administration in our school and is supporting us. And I have to add this, just they announced the lineups at the beginning, and all of a sudden they said Kentucky, and there was kind of a roar, and then they said Texas A&M, and the 12th man showed up. And it was at that point I walked in right before. I said, hey, the 12th man is here to back us up. Go get this team. And that was a huge piece of it too. So all of a sudden you have those 3 things, plus you have a fan base that is rabid now for volleyball and is ignited and really cares about what we're doing. And again, we're going to go make history for a long time to come.
Ian Kurtz with Battalion. Coach, from the moment you were hired, you've been saying that this program would reach this level. Did you honestly think it would happen this quickly, and what did it take to get to that point?
I think the reason why we're all sitting here laughing at this is right now we're in disbelief. And I could be wrong, but I'm guessing this has never happened, to take a program from where it was to winning a national championship in 3 years. So that'd be the most confident statement I ever would say if, hey, we can get there in 3. Like when I had a mission and vision, it was 5 years. And just what I told them in the locker room, this is a product of hard work. This was a product, and Lexi again on our team, I don't remember it was this year or last year, but we said, hey, if we go to the tournament, where are we trying to go? And I put a survey up, and there was one person that said win a natty. And it was last year, and I was like, and she was like, well, if we're going, why wouldn't we try? And so this year we put it up, and the thing I put is make Lexi look like a genius. And again, we had some people that voted for that. And so I think, again, they had an idea that it was possible, but then we talk a lot about alignment. We talk a lot about goals, and then we back them up with, hey, what is it going to take for us to get there? And the thing that's, amazing about this team is they lived in alignment with that. And again, no one's going to be perfect. 95% of the time of pushing every single day in practice, of making sure that they created relationships amongst their team so that, again, when things get tough, they're not pointing fingers. We're in this together, and that's where the grittiness comes from. And they did all of the little things that needed to happen, whether I was watching or not. And again, the thing I'm most fired up and the most proud, and again, where I'm going to go back in there and look at everybody with their families with a giant smile on their faces, they get to see this. And as I said in the locker room, for the rest of their lives, they get to call themselves national champions. And again, I'm going to smile every time I say it because I'm still in a little bit of disbelief. But no, I didn't call it in 3 years, but I was pretty confident. And I will say this, and I got to give some props to my staff. We sat down about 1.5 years ago and just look at what was happening in other sports, and we said, why can't we do this quicker? At first we had talked about 5 years. We were 5 years, 5 years, and I sat them down and I said, we're at the tipping point right now. And from a recruiting standpoint, from, development standpoint, I said, we can do it sooner. And we kind of sat down and really put the pedal to the metal. And these, the people that I have working with me, they are the hardest workers on the planet. And again, I had my staff coming up and say, congratulations to me. I did this alone. I could not have done it with the people that back me up every single day.
PJ Green, Kansas City Star.
I know where people are now. This is amazing.
Yes.
What's up, PJ?
Yes, sir. You speak about the 12th man and feeling things from the crowd. I know sometimes y'all don't feel everything, but energy-wise, can you tell me what you and your team have felt from this arena in the past few days? And for this question first, now that y'all have gotten the job done, how do y'all think this can energize the campus, and then maybe a little smack talk with the football program?
There won't be smack talk with the football program. I'm going to go work backwards here. Just, again, the heartbreaking loss for the football team yesterday. And we're happy that we could give this to the 12th man. But I think the thing, again, going back to why I think our school can be really good is there's other places where both of those programs aren't great. And I got a text from Mike earlier today after a loss that said, good luck. We're pulling for you from here. And Mike's wife is not in here, but Mike's wife, oh, yeah, sure. Hi, sorry. I was glancing over there, we support each other. And it's a really cool thing that I don't think happens at a lot of other universities. So when I say, hey, we can be good for time to come, it's not just us in terms of this thing, it's the entire athletic department. And I think we have a pretty unique group that's going in there. I was passionate about that, so I forgot the first question when I was working backwards. What was it?
Just the energy in this.
Energy in the stands, yeah. It was different. And I think one of the things we did a really good job of is describing what each round would feel like. And we talked about the first 2 rounds when we were at home, like it was a home crowd, but we couldn't do some of the things because it has to be unbiased. And I disagree with that. I'll just say that publicly. I said it when I was at Nebraska. I said, let Nebraska do what they want. Like, we need to grow our sport. And I would say, I'm not going to get into other stuff. I'll get in trouble. But like we talked about, that would feel a little bit different. Then we got to Nebraska and we talked about, hey, this first match that we're going to play, there's not going to be that many people, but it might get more energetic by the time it gets done. And then obviously you're playing Nebraska. That one's going to be energetic. And then we talked about while we were here, it's going to be weird because there's going to be, whatever it is, 18,533 people that were here both nights. But the first night, it felt like people were watching a volleyball match. And this night, we felt like we were playing a home match. And it was an amazing feeling to have that many people travel. And again, like why I'm so fired up to be where I'm at right now is I think we can create a place, and I said this the other night, where people are going to travel to watch us play. And I think we can ignite a fan base around the sport of volleyball that they're going to travel to watch volleyball. And it happened tonight, and again, I couldn't be more thankful for the amount of people. I had so many people texting me that they were driving here from College Station. And again, I'm geographically challenged, but I know that's far. And just the amount of people that just wanted to be here and see this, it added a little bit more pressure for me too. I'm like, man, you're driving however many hours, like we better win this now. But I couldn't be more thankful. And again, I think that's going to continue to grow.
Coach, hi, over here, Charlotte Gibson, ESPN. What does it feel like right now to have one of the biggest upsets that we've seen in a long time in women's sports?
Yeah, I said this when we were in Nebraska, and again, like there's different pieces of this, and whoa, that was not me, I promise. That was not me. Everyone okay? We good? We're a really good volleyball team. And to me, we had one bad weekend this entire year. And we went up to SMU, and I said it during an ESPN broadcast out here. I thought that changed the tone of our season. It was a wake-up call to we need to dial into the things that make us us, and we need to hold each other accountable to them every single day. I think our RPI system is broken. I don't think our seeding was correct. I think we were probably 5 or 6, so I don't think it's been the greatest upset in the history of sport. It was a really good volleyball team that put the work in at the right time of year and cared about each other and went and decided we're going to go grind, and we were not going to back down from anybody. So again, like for us, we don't consider it an upset because we consider ourselves really, really good, and we played with a chip on our shoulder to try to prove it to everybody. And again, those rankings, and I told them last year when this happened and we weren't ranked the entire season, the only one that matters is the one at the end of the year, and we're going to be number 1.
Coach, you had a large group of seniors play their last game for A&M or match for A&M tonight. What does it mean to you to have them go out on top and win a title?
I actually need to talk to Logan because at one point we were like 4 points away from the end of it. And I just gave her a high five and held on for a second. And I think she had that moment where I was like, this might be the last 4 points of my college career. And I think she started actually getting a little teary on the court. And I was like, oh no, did I just ruin everything? But it means the world. And I've said this, and it's going to be a repeat, but I mean it. It's a mix of people that were here from the very beginning. And again, the first day of practice, it wasn't easy. Again, I'm not a yeller or a screamer, but I'm demanding. And I remember I said again 17 times we were working on something. And they all bought into the way it was going to be, the way we were going to work, how we were going to act as teammates, the way we were going to care and love about each other. Like, those things weren't easy. So there's a group of them that were here from the beginning that said, hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to build this program. And there were a group of them that bought into what it was that I said on the phone when we were talking about the vision of what could be. And I think for all of them, I don't think they were envisioning a national championship by the time they were done. I think when we were selling what we were doing, it was building something that they could come back to in the future and be really, really proud that they helped build. And I think the coolest thing is, and again, I just gave Ava a hug at the end of this, just that I remember having a conversation with her at the beginning of the year that like the coolest thing is they weren't here to go win a national championship. They weren't here to be top 10. This happened at the beginning of the season. We were having this conversation. They were here to help build, but they were like, it's so amazing to be able to see the fruition of our work now. And that was being top 10, let alone again. They're going to be able to say that they came back, and for, I don't know, 2 of them, they're generational Aggies, but for all of them, they wanted to build something. They wanted to be a part of something and be able to go out on top with a national championship. I'm just really happy. And again, when I'm sitting in the locker room just staring off, or when I'm staring off in the distance, it's a mixture of disbelief and like absolute joy that they're getting to see the work that they put in pay off.
Feels like a good place to wrap things up. Thank
I just want to say this too. Our sport is blowing up, and just as I've been sitting here all week, I've heard people from NPR, from ESPN, from The Athletic, from everywhere. I just wanted to say thank you guys for caring about our sport. Thank you to the NCAA for putting this on. Thank you for ESPN. I know there's some stuff about the first couple rounds, but I think you're doing it amazingly, and you're investing in our sport. And again, it's amazing, it's beautiful, it's powerful. It's one of the most, engaging sports that I've ever seen on TV. And just please keep investing, keep being around. But thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here and caring. I really do appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
And gig 'em.